administration that we are living in, all were held kind of suspicion points of view towards the civil society, coming from their own ideological background. Again, I mean, the army, it was kind of clear for them to be completely hostile to the civil society, but also the Islamists, they didn't trust the civil society. We were always being accused by the Islamists as non-biased, as bunch of liberals, bunch of leftists who are trying to abuse and manipulate their own position as civil society activists to advance a political agenda, and this political agenda is anti-Islamist, is pro-Western, etc., etc., etc. So the propaganda in the media against the civil society didn't stop in the last 3.5 years for different reasons. I mean, for different reasons, and drawing on different ideological backgrounds. And this brings me to my final points and the fourth challenge that is facing the Egyptian civil society, that is how to reach to our true constituency. There is a constituency for the human rights activists and democratic activists in this country. Those young people that appeared in Tahrir Square and that appeared in many other squares, where are they? I mean, we have seen a polarized polity, we have seen a war in terror and political violence, we have seen repressive governments. But where are those guys that ousted two presidents? I mean, this is a question that we needed to address as from the 2011, that we are living in historical moment, and the country is undergoing radical change. And this organization, like the Egyptian Initiative for Personal Rights and many others, but I'm not talking on their behalf, of course, but we needed to address this organization, how we can reach our own natural constituency. I mean, the things showed very clearly that there is a constituency for human rights in this country, but where? And how we can outreach to them. And this means that we need to actually revisit our own organizational structure in order to be able to reach to this constituency. Our organizational structure that we inherited from the founding fathers of the human rights movement in Egypt, that is an office, bureau in Cairo, executive director, board, different experts, lawyers, researchers, etc., that needed to change dramatically. That needed to change dramatically because we have kind of a reservoir of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of human rights activists that we just need to liaise with. And that's why we decided to expand regionally, that there is no use of being confined to Cairo, and there is no use of being confined to the desktop research. We need field offices. We need field offices that is made of volunteers or even members of staff, but their major task is to find this constituency, is to build kind of a community of human rights activists across the country, a friendly community that a human rights organization can live in. This community, be it in campus, be it in trade